Hey guys, Geno Zero, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land, whatever part of the world that you are in. Okay, we have turned our hog pork chop. We've turned her loose into the barnyard here with the rest of the animals. Come on, sweetie. And we have not had any issues so far. Remember, we had her when we brought her in when she was about 6 weeks old. We had her separated from everybody else. We had her in this little pen right here, and I think that really helped as far as having her introduced to the rest of the animals, to the rest of the crew here with the hog or with the chickens and the goats. So everybody kind of already knew everybody. Whenever we turned her loose, we just opened the gate up on this pen here and let her come out. And it took a couple of days. You know, the goats weren't big. They weren't big pork chop fans for a couple of days, but they've gotten over it, and now everybody is working well together. They play, they chase each other around, and she's really getting along good with everybody. We haven't had any issues with the chickens. I know there were some folks that had some concerns that she may try to eat the chickens or chase them down, but she doesn't really see them as food. The only time she chases them is when she's playing. She'll run and kick her heels up and chase them around. And of course, the chickens flapped her wings and run away, and so she's just kind of playing with them. But like I said, as it stands right now, we haven't had any issues with her and the chickens, and hopefully, as long as we keep her well fed and all that kind of stuff, she won't look at the chickens as any kind of a food source. But we'll see what happens in the future as she grows. She's probably about 100 to 110 pounds now. I think she's, I don't know, maybe 11 or 12 weeks old, I would guess. But so far, no issues. We've turned her loose. She's a really good addition. I'm really happy with her. She's a sweetheart. We spend quite a bit of time with her. We spend time scratching her belly and rubbing her down and petting with her, just to be friends, just to make sure that we're all friendly together. She's a Poland China Hampshire cross, and we are going to keep her. What'd you find there? A piece of paper? We're going to keep her as a breeder. Probably somewhere in the back corner back there, we will build her her own separate little pen. That way, when it comes time to breed her, she'll have her own space while she's waiting to farrow. So there you have it. So far, so good. Out here in the barnyard there with pork chop. I think she is going to be a great addition. Like I said, her job is going to be to reproduce and make more piglets for us. Feeder pigs that we will have for our meat source, and that we can also sell as another form of income. Don't think we'll breed her this year. We'll wait for her to be fully mature before we breed her. And I'm not going to get a boar hog. I don't want to have an aggressive boar hog running around out here in the barnyard with everybody else and the kids. And so what we're going to do is, when the time comes to breed her, we will do an artificial insemination, which I'm sure is going to be a great time. So, anywho, there you have it. Pork chop. Pork chop. Big pig. But hopefully she'll come out of a litter of 11, and hopefully she will keep that going and make us a lot of pigs. Like I say, some of the pigs that we get, we're going to keep for us, for our meat. Some we were going to trade for some beef with some of the fellas down the road there that raise cattle. And one hog I'm going to also designate to give to our creek elders, because they're getting old and they're getting up there in years. And they can no longer do the work for themselves. So we'll set one hog aside and butcher it just for the creek elders, so that they can get some fresh meat as well. So that's her food bowl. That's where she gets fed. We're in the process of training her. This is where you eat. We don't feed her any other place, and she's usually the last one to get fed. That way the chickens don't bug her too much. The chickens are over here scratching on their scratch grains, and she'll have a little bit of time to herself to go here and eat. So there you have it. So far, so good. No problems in the barnyard, and everybody looks relaxed and comfortable. So there you go, guys. If anything does happen and we do have any kind of issues, I will be sure to let everybody know. As it stands right now, I'm not going to put a ring in her nose because she does root a little bit, but it's not too much. It's not causing any issues. But like I said, she's still young, she's still small, and we'll see what happens in the future. So there you have it for now. That's the pork chop update. She is out and about, or oot and a boot, and so far so good. So not quite sure what else to update on it right now. So you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for watching. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz. The end.